ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகினி காளி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி.
But I wanted to share this amazing miracle that happened yesterday. I had asked Swamiji in Prataksha Padapuja on the second day to help me I started this business in 2009 because of Swamiji's blessings, but I also work part-time as an engineer at a national lab. And it's very difficult building the business, being a mom, and trying to work. And so I asked Swamiji in the Pada Puja to help me make money in the business so that I could retire from my engineering job. And then two days ago in the morning, I got a text from work that they offered an early retirement package, and I qualify, and so I found out I could have 17 days of pay, 17 weeks of pay, so I could take early retirement. And so I'm going to retire June 13th. So Swamiji works really fast. And then I'm going to work full-time on my business, and I'm going to start with doing an internet radio program. And my goal is to enrich 100,000 people on the Vedic principles and talking about yoga and Ayurveda. And so I can do this full-time because Swamiji created this huge banquet for me to just, how could I say no to early retirement and getting paid. And it's an amazing blessing, and I'm still in shock. So I know it's a miracle. This is what I wanted to.
Nithyanandam, welcome back, dear viewers. And as all of us are preparing for a very powerful and a very beautiful direct interaction with the divine, the direct darshan, the direct audience with the divine, the avatar, the super consciousness manifesting in its human form, in the embodied form as the Nija Avatara, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Paramashivoham. Actually, to each and everyone that are watching us right now, to the thousands of us that are watching us in more than 25,000 social media handles and in more than 27 different social media platforms, in 108 plus languages, this video is being streamed live, which means millions of people in more than 108 different language regions. People are being reached out to, and Swamiji is manifesting. The avatar is touching the lives of millions at this moment. If you are listening to this, maybe you are amidst your work, you are just quickly wanting to catch up on social media and you accidentally landed upon this video, or whether you are waiting for this time to start so that you can log on to, you can log on to that Nayana Diksha and you can receive the darshan of Swamiji, or whether you are just waiting for Swamiji's darshan, or you are just, you're here for the first time, curious, and you're wondering what is all this about, right? Whatever got you here. If you are listening to this at this moment, at this point in time, it is because existence, cosmos, the divine has chose to manifest in your life at this point in this form. There is a special gift. There is something that the existence wants to share with you at this time. And indeed, this few moments, the next few minutes is going to be magical for each and every one of us. Because for all of us, when we talk about divine, when we talk about avatar, when we talk about, life with an avatar, it is beyond comprehension. It is filled with miracles. It is filled with so much of joy. Like every time we see the comments in YouTube, it is filled with people saying, Ma, I just prayed to Swamiji, Swamiji did this to me. I just prayed to Swamiji and Swamiji manifested this. Swamiji healed me of diabetes. Swamiji manifested money for me. And the job that I lost just came back miraculously after Swamiji's blessing. Or, things just changed for me after Swamiji's blessings. My relationship, 13 years, I couldn't speak to this person. He just connected back to me after Swamiji's blessings. Each day, it is filled with hearing such profound experiences of people. And I'm sure for each and every one of us that watch this, that listen to this, even listening to another person sharing it will make us experience that same miracle, which will make us experience like as if we experience that healing. That is the power of just listening to these blissful sharings. That is the power of Leela Dhyana, when you just meditate on the divine Leelas played by the avatar. And here we are with yet another exciting segment, joining with all of you to soak in this divine Leela. The best way to prepare to receive an avatar, to receive the cosmic mother, is just enjoy that intimate feeling connection with her. And the best way to enjoy that feeling connection is when you just listen to thousands of people experiencing that same joy, that same feeling connection. So joining with us in this segment is Ma Jnanatma Swami, and we are here, all three of us are here to share with you all a very, very, very exciting story. And of course, Life with Avatar is nothing short of miracles. And here we are to share yet another miracle beyond the comprehension of science and medicines. And we have Rajesh Chandramohanaya, who's joining us for this segment.
Nithyananda.
Nithyananda
Rajeshaya.
Nithyanandam, Nithyanandam.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining for the sharing today. And today we are all, as we are awaiting the live darshan of Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the best way to prepare ourselves to receive the avatar. The best way to prepare ourselves is to hear the Leelas and be soaked in the Leela Dhyana of the avatar. What the avatar and how the avatar is playing miracles in each and every one of our lives. How the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving us darshan after darshan and causing so many Leelas, the divine Leelas, the Thiruvilayadals happening in each and every one of our lives. Today, we have invited Rajesh Chandramohan, who's live from Qatar, Middle East, to share with us the miraculous experience caused, the miraculous healing that Rajesh has experienced with Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading. So with no further ado, I would like to have Rajesh please go ahead and share what you would like to share and the miraculous healing that you have experienced, Aya.
Okay, Ma, Nithyanandam. Yes. So what happened was about 3 months back, I started developing a lot of pain in my shoulder. So it was coming and going off, and as you know, all of us as a devotee disciple of Swamiji, normally we go through some little bit of pain here and there. And that's because when some of the engrams or something leaves us, some pain or suffering is leaving us, it causes a little bit of pain. So that was happening for about 2 months. It was on and off. And about a month back, I started feeling a lot of pain in my right hand. And I went to an orthopedic. What I did was I put a message to Swami, sent a message to Swami saying that please heal me, Swami, this pain is there. So Swami blessed and said, yes, this pain, I will heal you. Then because, you know, we also need some, I went to an orthopedic. So the orthopedic saw me, and then he said, he asked me to lift my hand. I couldn't lift my hand. And then he said, this is something called adhesive capsulitis. So what happens is in this ball joint here, there are about 5 muscles which interact with the muscles of the neck and the shoulder. And that's a lot of nerves from the spine move till the hand. So this is what I learned from the orthopedic, which he explained to me. Then he said, you please go for some physiotherapy sessions. They will do some exercises and it will work. So I went through these physiotherapy sessions, and each time the session happened, my pain started increasing. So little by little, my pain was increasing. Then I went for some other, treatment as well. I went for a little bit of an Ayurveda treatment. That also did not work. So I completely knew that this physiotherapy is not working at all. Then I went to another orthopedic, and they said this is a very famous and popular, clinic and doctor in Qatar. So you please go and check with him. So I went to him. He took the X-ray. He said the X-ray is good. The bone is okay. That's no problem. We have to take an MRI, but it will take about 8 days because there is a waiting list. So you please wait for about 8 days and then let the MRI come. Then I told him, I'm in too much of pain. I'm not able to sleep. Last 2-3 months, my sleep has been completely disturbed. I was, waking up in the middle of the night. I have to apply some ointment. I have to keep some hot pack, ice pack in the middle of the night, then drink some water, then sleep. And if I sleep on this side, it starts paining. Invariably in the night when you turn, it pains. So it got to a point where even if I move my hand, it is pain. So it went to that extent. Then I told this orthopedic, I'm in full of pain. Then he gave me a lot of medicines. He said, these are all painkillers. These are all muscle relaxant, anti-inflammatory. He used a lot of medical terms. Then I was totally perplexed. being with Swami, we don't take this kind of medicines, right? And then these are all chemicals and we don't know what is happening inside the body. So I just avoided it. I did not take it and I didn't believe in it. Then the orthopedic said, this adhesive capsulitis takes about, if you're in a very acute stage of it, according to him, medically, you're in a very acute stage of this. This is also called periarthritis. So you're in the very acute stage. This acute stage lasts for 2 months. And if there is nothing wrong in the MRI, if it is okay, nothing has happened, because I never had a fall or I never had any kind of injury or nothing. This just came out of the blue. I don't know from where it came. So of course, I'm in the IT field and I've recently completed 30 years of work experience. So I sit in so I started my career in 1991. So 2021, it's been about 30 years sitting in front of the computer and working on the mouse, and you know how it is now. So, plus a lot of mental stress as well. So last 10 years have been with Swami and things have been moving very well. And, my health has been, because of Swami's divine grace and blessings, my health was very good. There is no problem in my health. But suddenly this has come out of the blue. And then I realized then from our, teachings and Swami's teachings also, I realized this is some kind of an engram which is getting released. So whenever a major engram gets released, there is pain in the body, and we all understand that. So this is leaving. So it is causing some pain. But now coming to it medically, the doctor said, the pain will subside only after 2 months. It will take anywhere between 6 to 9 months for it to heal if nothing is wrong inside.
Oh God.
It may take a year. And then I asked, you are saying easily 1 year. So 1 year means, do you mean to say that I have to be on these painkillers for 1 year? He said, yes, there is no other way. You have to be on these painkillers.
1 year of painkillers and muscle relaxants.
Yeah, 1 year of muscle relaxants, painkillers, and all of that.
Oh,
so
God.
Then I was very worried, but I never started on it. I said I will bear the pain, but I will not take any painkiller because it's very injurious to our health. Then he said, if in 1 year, if it doesn't happen, there is a second in the MRI. If there is a problem in the muscle, we have to give a steroid injection.
Oh,
so
God, steroid.
That is a 3 mm syringe. They will give anesthesia. You have to put that 3 mm syringe inside, and then they will give the steroid, and that will, open up the muscles. If that is not working, then we have to go for surgery. I was totally baffled with this. I just, came home yesterday. I was in so much pain. I was sitting and crying. At one point I told Swami, what is this happening to me? Yeah, I've given my life to you. I have donated my life to you. I love you so much. Why are you putting me this through so much of pain? I was crying in front of the Atmamurti and his photo. And my mother said, Rajesh, enough is enough. You are alone in Qatar, no family. Doctors are telling like this. Just tell Swami that you want to come to India for 3 months, and we will do some kind of a Siddha Vaidyam. So apart from this allopathy, there is also an Ayurveda and a Siddha treatment for this. And when I did my Google research, it showed that Siddha Vaidyam is the best. Siddha has got this Siddha Varmam technique. With some pressure points, they will release it. So I thought the better thing is to, come to India. So I told yesterday, Devi Parashakti Amma, I am in severe pain. And point number 2, please grant me, please bless me so that I will get 3 months leave. I will come back to India. I will, with your divine grace and blessings, I will go through the Siddha Varma treatment, and then I will become all right. So please bless me. So when I put this message on the chat, I could see Devi Parashakti and Swamiji. I could feel that when Swamiji saw this, his face changed. He was very worried. He was very compassionate, and I could see the criticality of the issue with how he is able to look at it. Immediately, his Devi Parashakti said, I will heal you immediately. I will heal you completely. So I said, okay, ma, thank you very much. I assumed that since I asked for 3 months leave and all, I have to go through this procedure. So I will ask for leave, I'll go to India and all of that. So my mind is set. Then I am, sitting with other people and watching the, involved in the Arulvak. So then what happened within about 2 minutes, I just with my left hand, because my right hand is so painful, I cannot move it. So in my left hand, I just got up and reached for my phone because, I expected my mother will call me. So I just, reached out to my phone. Suddenly from nowhere, from inside, there is something opened from inside. I could see that noises, some kind of noise came, opened, and I was in lot of pain for about 2 minutes. I just held, I know Swami is healing me, this is getting released. So I said, Swamiji, and then put my hand here and just sat down. After 2 minutes, the pain subsided, no pain at all. And even now, as I speak, there is no pain.
Wow.
Whatever was inside, I don't know what happened inside. Those muscles just opened up, and the pain is gone. Where that pain is there, I don't know. There is no pain in my hand right now.
So from Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading yesterday till now, you were before Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading, you were sitting and crying in pain. And after Devi Parashakti healed you through the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, from that moment, 2 minutes after the darshan till now, last 24 hours, more than 24 hours, you do not have any pain.
No pain. Absolutely no pain.
Wow.
Absolutely no pain. So all
and
my
viewers,
plans
I just wanted the viewers to know, I am so sorry to interrupt. I just wanted all the viewers who are watching this to know, Rajesh Iyer could and was prescribed to be on pain medication, painkiller medication for more than 1 year. And there is no way to medically, allopathically heal this pain. He had to be on painkillers for more than 1 year, and he was prescribed steroid injection, and if that doesn't help, surgery. There was no other cure, and actually there is no cure. All this is only to be able to bear the pain and to be able to see. Maybe it will relax the pain that Iyer is experiencing. That is what allopathic medication had prescribed to Rajesh Iyer, and even one of the best orthopedics in Qatar. This is all he could do. And here Rajesh Iyer is so blessed to have the darshan of Devi Parashakti and came, and in just 2 minutes, the pain has completely disappeared.
Wow.
We have read in the Puranas, in the Itihasas, about the miracles performed by the various avatars. Here we are also blessed to see the divine leelas, the Thiruvilayadals of Devi Parashakti right in front of our eyes. Amazing, Ayya.
And one more point to note, ma, I am sitting in Qatar, okay? Devi Parashakti and Swamiji is sitting somewhere where I don't know, remotely. In some place, in Mahakailasa, Swamiji is sitting in Devi Parashakti, and I am probably some 5,000 miles away, possibly. And I'm sitting here, I'm sitting alone, and I've just connected over the Zoom. That's it, nothing else. And Swamiji and Parashakti is able to reach out to me, to that particular place, and heal it and open it up. And one more thing happened, ma. See, all this is Swamiji's blessings, cosmos, everything is working and aligning so beautifully. One of my friend called me 2-3 days back. He said there is Siddha Vaidya in Qatar, and you may please contact him. And I just contacted him. He came to my house. He saw Swamiji's photo and all that. He knows everything about Swamiji. Swamiji has connected me with him, and he said, I will, give you some relaxation. That is all I can do. I can't do anything much, but it is him who has to cure you.
Oh, so even the Siddha Vaidya said only Swamiji can cure you.
Yes, only Swamiji can cure you, whatever has to happen. But I can try to move the muscle and bring it back. What has happened is This is the ball and joint, ma. So what happens is there is a 5 muscles which are holding on to this. So it is not allowing the movement. So this has to release. And when this releases, what he has to do is sometimes you have to physically take it and release it. So that is extremely painful, extremely painful. So when it is physically done by one person to the other, it is very painful. So what Swami has, Parashakti has done is, she has not allowed anybody to touch. She herself has sent the energy and released it.
Wow. Yeah, what a blessing, Ayya, what a blessing. I mean, we have seen, devotees getting healed, and Swamiji has physically touched millions and healed millions. But here, wherever we are, few thousand miles away from where Swamiji is, and where the manifestation of the Parashakti is happening, like you said so beautifully. Yeah, you are in the IT field, and the field full of logic, and field full of logic and what we know as the matrix world. And for all these logical minds who are watching this, watching us live right now, and watching this sharing, what would you like to say? How would you like to explain this for all the people who are sitting and wondering? Because this is beyond logic. This is beyond what any of us can even fathom. How is this happening? How is a muscle which is holding on to your, ball joint on the shoulder is relaxing when Devi Parashakti is just uttering that word? In 2 minutes, it is just happening, and miraculously you are healed. And last 24 hours, you have absolutely no pain, and you're here on live on NTV sharing your experience. How would you like to explain it, Ayya?
Yes, ma. See, being in the IT field, and generally when you look at science and technology, they say that every scientist or in the technology field, we are all asked to look at things, see, and if there is a piece of code and it is working in a particular way, you have to see if it is working in that way. So it is absolutely logic. If this is the condition, this is what happens, else this happens. Exactly. This is how the code is written. Similarly, in technology, everywhere they say that you have to see things through a microscope, you have to analyze things, you will have to believe only what you see. That is how we have been taught. But with Swamiji, what has happened, being with Swami, he has walked us through this 25 states and 5 dimensions. So when you start mapping those, we are in the length dimension. So we are operating in the length dimension. So in the length dimension, what happens? My thought process is, I need 3 months. I need to go for a medical treatment. Somebody has to touch me. Somebody has to, open up that muscle. So it is all in the length direction. Swami operates in 5 dimensions. He operates in breadth, depth, space, and time. So when you look at that dimension side of it, breadth is the emotion part, right? And then there is this depth, and then there is this time and space. When you look at Devi Parashakti, she is beyond the time, beyond space. Swamiji also lives in a space, beyond space and beyond time. So when you try to, I'm trying to loosely understand what Swamiji has done, but finally it is unexplainable if you take the logic part of it. But if you take some part of the teachings of Swamiji and say, this is how it works, it works. But ultimately, it is the experience all of us go through which makes us believe. So if somebody would have to say that, Swamiji is going to sit there and you will be here on a video conference, he will bless you, and then you will become all right, I will not believe. But when I go through that experience, then I know for myself that this is true. That Swami is a Nija Avatara, he is an avatar, he is an incarnation. Only he himself can do. Otherwise, this is humanly impossible. Only an avatar can do this.
Absolutely, yeah, so beautifully put. And for all the viewers, I just wanted to share the reason why we have every day, so many people coming and sharing their experience. When you just listen to the person who has just experienced a miraculous healing from excruciating pain, that he was sitting and crying, unable to bear the pain, sitting and crying and praying to Swamiji, saying, Swamiji, please heal it. And in 2 minutes, the pain gets healed. Imagine the relief that the being would have had. Imagine the joy and the bliss that the being would have experienced. And when we hear that directly from the person who has experienced the feeling, then yes, this is possible for me also. And today, Devi Parashakti is coming again to bless each and every one of us. Let us all sit and prepare ourselves knowing that whatever healing you may want, physical healing, mental healing, psychological healing, emotional healing, conscious healing, whatever healing you want, just sit and pray to Devi Parashakti. Devi, let your eyes fall on me. Let your compassion fall on me. Let you bless me. Let your grace be with me. Let your presence be with me. Just sit and deeply melt and connect with Devi Parashakti. She will bless each and every one of us. Every question that is posted across the various social media platforms directly falls under the divine compassionate eyes of Devi Parashakti. Every question falls under her divine compassionate eyes. And let your question, let our prayers be answered. And that is what we are here for, just to share with you what all Devi Parashakti does. And whatever Rajeshya experienced, the miraculous healing is possible for each and every one of us. And like Rajeshya said, our mind thinks in a very logical way, and you can only think in a certain trained way of thought current that is infused and imposed on us by the society. For example, okay, I have to go to the doctor, I have to take 3 months leave, I have to be in bed rest. This is all the society has trained us to think. But the cosmos, the universe, the prapancha has so many more possibilities available. In 1 minute you can be healed. But the society does not let us know such possibilities exist. The very advent of the avatar is to make us know anything is possible. Anything is possible. Whatever problems that you may be facing, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, whatever problems, in 1 minute, just with the blessings of Devi Parashakti, they can be healed. So just open up yourself. Just sit with openness. And if you can, sit with a deep trust and devotion and love for Devi Parashakti. And if you are new, and if you have not been initiated, or if you're just watching this, just sit with openness. Okay, let me just be open. Let me be open to what Devi Parashakti can shower me with. And just sit with that openness. And you will experience it for yourself. There are so many things in the world which are beyond logic, beyond what we can even think or cognize or perceive. And these darshans, the Bhava Samadhi darshans and Devi Parashakti Akashic reading is to take us to a space where there are things in this cosmos beyond our logic, and it will become our personal experience as well. The divine miracles can happen in our lives. What we read in the Puranas and the Itihasas and the Upanishads is possible in our lives. That is what an avatar, the very manifestation and the very happening of an avatar, is to bring all of this to reality, is to bring the ultimate truths as tangible realities and experiences in our life. And that is possible to each and every one of us today. And Rajeshya, thank you so much for sharing. Your sharing was so touching and melting, and just made every one of us feel, oh God, what Swamiji can do to our lives. What Swamiji can do to each and every one of us. Thank you so much for coming and sharing and enriching the world with your experience again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity, Ma, and gratitude to Swamiji and Devi Parashakti for healing me completely. Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. And your viewers, while we are waiting for the Devi Parashakti to come, whatever prayers and boons that you want to share, take a moment. We'll be right back with you after a short break. Now just sit and connect with the Devi Parashakti and pen down what is it that you would like to ask today, and deeply connect with the Devi Parashakti. Just sit in that space of deep unclutching and prepare yourself to receive Devi Parashakti.
காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் எல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
Nithyanandam, and welcome back, dear viewers. And
that was like an amazing experience that Rajeshaya had shared with us. How what was normally to take 2 years to heal, and that also not heal completely, just the pain might get subdued. Devi Parashakti through our beloved Swamiji just took less than 2 minutes to heal it. So this amazing experience, I'm sure each of you that are here would be having a bountiful of experiences, and you all can email to us at contact@kailasa.org your experiences, and you can connect with us so that even you might also get an opportunity to come and share it with the viewers on the Nithyananda
And
TV.
actually, just here right now, seeing the comment section filled with gratitude messages, hearts, our comment section filled with so much of love from people. It is such a joy to sit here every day, where thousands of us sitting in so many different places just enjoy Devi Parashakti. And the best space, the best way to experience, the best way, what can you do to prepare for it? What can you do to receive Devi Parashakti is just tune yourself into that space of gratitude. So how do you prepare for Bhava Samadhi Darshan? What is the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Let us enter into preparing ourselves to receive Devi Parashakti, the Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
So blessed
Now
we are
first,
that every day, literally. So sorry, ma. I was just saying that, we are so blessed. Literally every day, Devi Parashakti is landing back from Kailasa, manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And this is what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The divine beings landing from Kailasa, the divine beings who are real, landing from Kailasa, manifesting through the embodied form of and the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Let us now enter into the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
This is a beautiful Shastra Pramana that we have from the Malini Vijayottara Tantra. Kathana Shakti Padadva Yadva Padavalokanat Prasadat Swaguru Samyak Prapyate Paramam Padam. By the enlightening teachings of the Guru Kathana, by the Shakti Pada, the graceful transmission of spiritual powers, by looking at the sacred feet of the Guru, and by the complete loving favor of the Guru Prasada, the ultimate goal and space, the Paramam Padam, is attained just through having the darshan of the Guru's feet. You will achieve the Parama Padam. And here we have actually all of these, the Shakti Pada, and having the darshan of the Guru, the sacred feet, and the Kathana, the words, all the three happening directly from Devi Parashakti through our Guru. So this is a very, very, very powerful process that we are experiencing.
now Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. During Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar.
Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar.
The brain neurons mirror, activate, and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. See, we don't do any action. Your eyes are just falling on Devi Parashakti, and whatever the neural activities are happening in the avatar's brain just literally gets mirrored into each and every one of us. That is why beyond any logic, beyond any explanation, you feel so joyful, so blissful. You just want, and you completely forget the sense of time and space, where you are, how long the darshan is going, because literally your brain is mirroring the activities happening in the avatar's brain. You don't even know that those neurons are getting triggered and they are getting activated in your brain, just the way it is in avatar's brain. The science of
this science is, sorry, Ma.
Yes, please go ahead.
This science is the science of quantum tunneling. Like how quantum tunneling is defined as how a low energy electron, when it has to move over an energy barrier, as a particle, it cannot move over it because it will need more energy. Whereas as a wave, it can just propagate through it. So the science is, and that science where how it propagates and goes through, that is called as the quantum tunneling. And this is the same science that we have during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. That is why you might be sitting anywhere in the world. You might be sitting in New York, you might be sitting in Australia, you might be sitting in China, you might be sitting in India, you might be sitting anywhere in the world. Energy of the avatar will reach wherever you are. That is why people materialize, people have Kundalini awakening, everything without any physical touch. The whole experience happens because this is the science behind Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The quantum tunneling is actually happening. And the mirroring of neurons, where what's happening in the avatar gets mirrored in your brain. And that is what happens during the darshan.
Now, what is the science behind the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? There's a beautiful incident described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the 4th chapter, where once when Krishna sees his own reflection, the sweetness reflected on the jeweled wall, he was amazed and he said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy, just like Radhika. When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. And after due consideration, I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is to the constitution of Sri Radhika." Now, the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan is where the Nijavatara, the embodied form, manifests Paramashiva, the formless, the consciousness, through the being of Paramashiva, the light body called the Divya Sharira, and manifests as Nijavatara, the embodied physical form, for us to experience Paramashiva. Now, today, all of us are going to be having Devi Parashakti. The consciousness of Devi Parashakti, which is formless, expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and then manifests through the Nijavatara, the embodied form as Devi Meenakshi, embodying and sitting herself and the form as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism.
Now, many of us may have gone to temples. We have had the darshan of Devi Parashakti. We have had the darshan of Rajarajeshwari, Meenakshi. Now, what is the difference between you going to a temple and having a darshan of the deity versus coming and sitting and having the Bhava Samadhi darshan of Devi Parashakti? Now, as we explained just now, the 3 aspects: the consciousness, the being, and the manifestation. The Archavatara reflects the consciousness and the manifestation, the being of the superconscious energy. However, human beings, many a times, we are not mature enough to receive that higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. Though the avatar, the Archavatara, the deity is so powerful, we may not be able to receive it. However, the physical embodied form, the avatar, comes down again and again and again out of his deepest compassion and love for humanity to bridge the gap and create that experience of superconsciousness in all of us. So in the Nijavatara, during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the Nijavatara, the physical embodied form of the avatar, manifests the consciousness of that divine energy, manifests the very being, and manifests in the physical embodied form. So like how we relate with human beings very easily, when it happens through a physical embodied form, when Devi Parashakti is talking and you can see her eyes moving and you can see her lips smiling and you can see the very physical expression of Devi Parashakti, immediately you connect and you're able to have that experience much more easily than when we go to a temple and have the darshan of the deity.
Absolutely, actually, that is why whenever the Nijavatara manifests any dimension or any being, that dimension of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and powerfulness of those dimensions of the deities, like Now, like Venkateshwara means the auspiciousness. Like Devi Parashakti means her Shaktis, her powerfulness, her divinity, all those dimensions starts manifesting in us. And that
so
is
many
what
times we
is the science itself.
Absolutely, man. And so many times, when the red curtain opens, we're all like, okay, how is Devi Parashakti going to appear today? And, what kind of jewelry is Devi Parashakti going to wear? And how Devi Parashakti is going to give darshan? We are all waiting. There is the deep eagerness and that deep joy to see how the divine cosmic mother is going to give darshan for us today. So the Bhava Samadhi darshan is a direct experience of that costless auspiciousness. During the Bhava Samadhi darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of existence.
Our muscles learn and radiate to imbibe Paramashiva on its own. Like we will not put any effort on its own, just through the darshan. Our muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. This Bhava Samadhi darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand.
Even without much support from our side, our very bio-memory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, during the Bhava Samadhi darshan.
To have a glimpse of the darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of lifetimes and creates a deep and a lasting transformation in us. Now, the best space to receive the darshan is gratitude, because gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness on all levels, physical, psychological, even ultimately in your conscious level. That is why when you do the darshan meditation as a preparation, it helps us to tune into that space of gratitude. In that time, any sankalpa, desires, wants, needs, it will all just drop. You will simply be ready to purely reflect that consciousness, that Paramashiva in you. That is why just sit when you receive the darshan. Sit with this context. Just go down. Tell Parashakti, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything and you are in embodied form as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Maha Sannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And you are in this body also. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of. Now just sit in the same space. Get ready to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. You all can take a minute or two. Set up your Panchopachara Puja kit. Just sandalwood paste, sandalwood powder, flowers, incense, lamp, offering of Naivedyam. Yes, let us all now enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra as all of us prepare to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. The Paramashiva Dhyana mantra is blessed by the supreme pontiff of Hinduism as an initiation, diksha, that transmits energy, experience and powers in the form of sacred mantras. Just like how an avatar transmits shaktis just by a look, nayana, or a touch, sparsha. Similarly, the avatar births himself as a mantra which encompasses all his shaktis, energies, and transmits those shaktis to the devotee. Anyone to whom this mantra is chanted from the space of oneness and deep blissful awareness, that person is bestowed with health, well-being, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, love and fulfilling relationships, enormous growth and success in business, job, and finances, a complete and a fulfilled life manifests without any types of doshas, sins, evil eyes, or obstacles, leading to a long, healthy, and a blissful life. With the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa's Department of Human Services and Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship is offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra prayer service on behalf of each and every one of you. Today, we are going to be offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra prayer service and request the blessing of Devi Parashakti manifesting in her Nija Avatara in the embodied physical form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, on behalf of each and every one of you for the following benefits. We are going to be offering the prayer for all of you to have healing of all your health issues, for you to experience healing of physiological, psychological stress and anxiety, healing of addictions, moving out of depression, moving out of pain patterns, for you to have improved career, for you to heal your relationships with spouse, family, and profession, for you to have breakthrough in wealth dimension, for you to be protected of all diseases and negativities, for the protection of children orphaned during the pandemic, protection from natural calamities, for the protection from lost wages and income, for you to have solution to any problem, for you to have breakthrough in creativity, increased inspiration, moving out of debts, experiencing increased energy and vitality.
And we are offering our prayers so that you can get blessed and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti for healing from any insecurities. We are offering our prayer to receive protection from any direct or indirect effects of the pandemic. We are offering our prayers for the leadership consciousness to be awakened in each and every one of us. We are offering our prayers for you to get healing from any genetic or inherited disorder. We are offering our prayers for you to experience completion in your muscle memory and biomemory. We are offering our prayers so that you experience completion with your biological mother, so that you can experience the feeling connection with the divine cosmic mother. We are offering our prayers to awaken the divine feminine consciousness in you. And we are offering our prayers for the grace, blessings, and protection of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to be always with you.
Let us now enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Hrim Nithyanandaya Namaha. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. Om Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavaditam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
I surrender to the Sadguru, who is the eternal bliss, the bestower of supreme happiness, the one who is the embodiment of wisdom, who is beyond duality, who is omnipresent, to whom the supreme goal is giving the enlightenment experience, who is eternal, pure, and unshakable, who is the silent spectator of all thought processes, who is beyond emotions, who is without the three qualities called the Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Now, we'll now be entering into the conscious resolution of Sankalpa. When you make a conscious resolution in the presence of the avatar, the power of the Sankalpa itself will deliver the experience and manifest your reality.
Om Mamopata Samasta Duridakshaya Dwara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam.
I am taking this conscious resolution today for destroying all my karmas and sins, and in order to please Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Asya Devadevasya Mahadevasya Akhilandakoti Brahmandanayakasya.
Who is the God of all gods? Who is the greatest of gods? The Lord of the universes and multiverses. Who is the Lord of the cosmos?
Sakala Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tiro Bhava Anugrahakya Panchakritya Parayarasya.
The one who does the cosmic actions of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation.
Adimadhyantarahitasya Prameya Parakramasya Tattvartha Gocharasya.
The one who is the beginning, middle, and end. The one who is immeasurable.
Akarokaramakaratmaka Pranavatmakasya Vrishabharudhasya Mahadevasya Kamikadivatulanta Mahatantrakya Shaivagamaswarupasya Sakala Nigamagamaswarupasya Shuddhadvaita Shaiva Swarupasya Nithyananda Padastasya Nithyananda Swarupasya Shuddha Sachidananda Vigrahasya Rupa Rupatītasya Sakala Nishkala Swarupasya Nitya Niranjana Niramaya Nirvikara Khandadisheshanasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivoham Bhutasya Sarvadeva Devi Sarupasya Bhagavatah Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya cha Prityartham Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanah Ditiya Parade Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavinshaditame Nitya Yuge Pratame Pade Jambo Dvipe Bharata Varshe Bharata Khande मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये शुभनाम संवत्सरे शुभायने शुभऋतौ शुभमासे शुभपक्षे शुभतिथौ शुभवासरयुक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकर्ण एवं गुणविशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितौ.
During this auspicious time, during the second half of the lifetime of Lord Brahma, during the Kalpa called Shvetavaraha, during the regime of Vaivasvata Manu, during the first quarter of the Yuga called Nitya Yuga, in the island called Jambu, in the continent called Bharata Varsha, in the subcontinent called Bharata Khanda, in the southern side of Mount Meru, in the Shakayara, during the auspicious year, which is one of the set of 60 years, which is in practice, of which Prabhupada is the first year, in the auspicious Ayana, in the auspicious season, in the auspicious month, in the auspicious Paksha, the face of the moon, on this auspicious Tithi, which is the number of the days from the new moon or the full moon day, during the auspicious Nakshatra, the Vedic star, during such an auspicious moment, during the auspicious Yoga and Karana,
Adi Kailase Kalpavriksha Daha Nithyanandanagare Smrita Smritana Muktidayake Mahakshetre. Now, we request all the participants, whether you're offering for yourself or others, please chant and male names now. Namadheyasya. We now request all the female participants, whether you're offering for yourself or for others, but if you're offering for any female participant, please chant the names now. Namnyaha cha yajamananam avayoho sahakutumbanam bandhuvarganam mitravarganam ayadivarganam sodaravarganam samesham.
for all those who are participants who send me with their families, relatives, inheritors, brothers, and everyone.
Sarvabhishta siddhyartham sarvamangalavaptyartham uttarottaranavachinna sthiralakshmi praptyartham.
Always let there be good and auspiciousness. Always let there be unbroken and steady flow of abundance, prosperity, and wealth.
कुटुम्बे सर्वेषां सर्वाभीष्टसिद्ध्यर्थं चिन्तितमनोरथवाप्यर्थम् समेषामाधिर्व्याधिनिवृत्त्यर्थं समेषां शिरादिपादपर्यन्तं विद्यमानानां समेषु अङ्गेषु जनितजनिष्यमान सकलविध नानाविधरोगाणां व्यपोहार्थं तद्वारा रोगदृढगात्रवपुः सिद्ध्यर्थम् Let all chronic diseases be healed. Let all kind of diseases and disorders in the body, starting from head till toe, which has occurred or which is yet to occur in the various parts of the body, be healed. Let a strong, diseaseless, and healthy and handsome body be obtained. Samesham paraikartribhishch kridakarishyamana sakala vidha mantra tantra yantra विषचूर्ण आभिचार स्तंभन मारण उच्चाटन विद्वेषण वशीकरणादि मांत्रिक प्रयोगेभ्यः रक्षण प्राप्त्यर्थं तद्वारा समेषां सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं let protection be obtained from all the evil effects of the acts performed by people either in the past or yet to be performed in the future through the use of mantras, tantras, yantras, poisonous pills, employing spells for malevolent purposes like making a person immobile, killing a person through vomiting, diarrhea, and upsetting and ruining the health, hypnotizing, etc. Apamrityu dosha nivrityartham kala mrityu akala mrityu durmrityu nivrityartham. Let all the doshas related to death like death, time death, unnatural death, fatal death be removed. समेषां अंतर्दृष्टि बहिर्दृष्टि क्रूर दृष्टि व्यापार दृष्टि अनुकूल दृष्टि प्रतिकूल दृष्टि इत्यादि सकलविध दृष्ट दोष निवृत्त्यर्थम् Let all the effects of evil eyes from known and unknown sources, effects of cruelty filled eyes, evil eyes of business enemies, effects of evil eyes of people who may project as if they are well wishers, and the effects of evil eyes of people who are against our well-being be removed. समेषाम् अंतःशत्रु बहिःशपार शत्रु अनुकूल शत्रु प्रतिकूल शत्रु इत्यादि सकलविध शत्रु बाधा निवृत्त्यर्थं let all the effects of inner enemies, outer enemies, fierce enemies, business enemies, enemies who project themselves as good and enemies who work against our well-being be removed. समेषां मातृशापादि सकलविध शापानां व्यपोहनार्थं let the effects of all the curses right from the mother be removed. अनादि अविद्यावासनया प्रवर्तमाने अस्मिन् महति संसार चक्रे विचित्राभिः कर्मगतिभिः विचित्रासु योनिषु पुनः पुनः अनेकधा जनित्वा. From time immemorial, due to ignorance, we get caught in the vast cycle of birth and death. Due to the effects of our action, we take birth again and again in various bodies, which is quite strange. केनापि पुण्यकर्म विशेषेण भगवतः श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य परिमितया कृपया इदानीन्तन मनुष्य जन्म प्राप्तवताम्.
Yet, due to some good action, with the extreme and the immeasurable compassion and the grace of Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we have been blessed with a human body.
समेषां जन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्म जन्मान्तरेषु सर्वैः कृतानां शिवनिन्दा देवी निन्दा दोषव्यपोहार्थं शिवापराध देव्यपराध गुर्वपराध दोषव्यपोहार्थम्.
Any kind of abuse we may have done to Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru in the present birth, past birth, or in any of the births be removed. Any kind of crimes and offences committed against Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru be removed.
ब्रह्महत्या सुरापान स्वर्णस्तेय गुरुतल्पगमन तत्संसर्गाख्य पंचमहापातकादि समस्त पाप व्यतिरिक्तार्थम्.
The 5 great sins like killing a Brahman, drinking prohibited alcohol, stealing gold, having illicit relationship with Guru's wife, one's own mother, elder sister, and other such motherly figures, and associating with those people who have committed one or the other above mentioned crimes be removed.
अपि च सर्वै बाल्ये वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धक्ये च
Let all the karmic effects of the action done as a child, adolescent, youth, and as an old age person,
जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु
let all the karmic effects done in the wakeful dream or deep sleep state,
सर्वेन्द्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय व्यापारैः सम्भावितानां
let all the sense done through the karmendriyas, that is the 5 organs which perform action like speech, hand, speed, excretion, reproductive organs, and the jnanendriyas, that is the 5 organs which receive information like ears, eyes, nose, tongue, and skin.
अतिपातकानां रहस्यकृतानां प्रकाशकृतानां अतिपातकानां उपपातकानां संकलीकरणानां मलिनीकरणानां अपात्रीकरणानां जातिभ्रंशकानां प्रकीर्तितानां एवं नवानां नवविधानां बहूनां बहुविधानां सर्वेषां पापानां सद्यः.
Let the sins which were done openly or secretly, the greatest of the great sins, the minor of the minor sins, multiple sins, sin like raping a woman, unjustifiable sins, sin of destroying the caste system, narrow-minded sins, such 9 sins and 9 types of sins, and more sins and more types of sins be removed.
अपनोदन द्वारा समस्त मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थं शिव भक्ति देवी भक्ति गुरु भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवत्व परमशिव स्थिति परमशिव शक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं.
Through the removal of sins, let us be showered with all the auspiciousness, and let Paramashiva Bhakti, Devi Bhakti, and Guru Bhakti be obtained. Let the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, and powers of Paramashiva be obtained.
कुटुम्बे सर्वदा सन्मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थं अन्योन्य प्रेमाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं पूर्णत्व सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वापनिवृत्त्यर्थं.
Let the whole family always be showered with all the auspiciousness. Let mutual love bloom among all the people. Let completion happen. Let all the mishap be removed.
क्षिप्रारोग्यवाप्त्यर्थं आयुर्भिवृद्ध्यर्थं.
Let healthy body be obtained instantly and immediately. Let longevity be bestowed.
व्यापारे उद्योगे च सर्वजनवशीकरणार्थं तद्वारा उन्नतोन्नत स्थान प्राप्त्यर्थं.
Let your charisma impress everyone in the business and job, and through that let you attain the best of the best position.
बहुधन सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं गृह कनक पशुपुत्र पौत्र धन धान्य सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं.
Let extremely wealthy and happy life happen. Let various wealth be showered in the form of household, cattle, children, grandchildren, money, grains, and all the comforts related to worldly life.
आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां दोषपीडा निवारणार्थं आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां आनुकूल्यता सिद्ध्यर्थं.
Let all the malefic effects of the 9 planets be removed, and let the auspiciousness be bestowed by the grace of all the 9 planets.
भूम्यन्तरिक्षे विद्यमान भूत प्रेत पिशाच राक्षस ब्रह्म राक्षस वेताल कुष्मांड डाकिनी शाकिनी इत्यादि सर्वारिष्ट निवारणार्थं.
Let all the effects that cause calamities on the planet Earth and the evil effects from the various demonic beings like Bhuta, Preta, dead people, Pishacha, demon, Rakshasa, Brahma Rakshasa, Vetala, ghost, Kushmanda, the class of demons, Dakini, the little devil, Shakini, the tender female demon be removed.
मनोव्याकुलता निवारणार्थं.
Let all the mental confusion and worry be removed.
प्रारब्धे कर्मणि करिष्यमाणे कर्मणि आदिदैविक आदिभौतिक आध्यात्मिक विघ्न निवारणार्थं.
Let all the obstacles be removed with regard to action done or going to be done related to God, world, and spirituality.
समस्त ऋण निवारणार्थं धनलक्ष्मी धान्यलक्ष्मी संतानलक्ष्मी सौभाग्यलक्ष्मी विद्यालक्ष्मी शौर्यलक्ष्मी वीरलक्ष्मी विजयलक्ष्मी इत्यादि अष्टलक्ष्मी परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं.
Let all the wounds be removed. Let all the Ashtalakshmis like Dhanalakshmi, wealth, Dhanya-lakshmi, food and grain, Santana-lakshmi, offerings, Saubhagya-lakshmi, fortune, Vidya-lakshmi, knowledge, Shaurya-lakshmi, bravery, Veera-lakshmi, heroism, Vijaya-lakshmi, success be showered.
परीक्षासु उन्नत स्थाने विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं सर्व विद्या पारंगता सिद्ध्यर्थं मेधा शक्ति ग्रहण शक्ति अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं.
Let the top rank be obtained in all the examinations. Let all the excellence be acquired in all the fields of knowledge. Let the memory power, understanding ability be increased.
इत्यादि सकलविध सन्मङ्गलानि गुरुकृपाकटाक्षेण प्राप्त्यर्थम्.
By the grace of Guru, let all the above auspiciousness be showered upon
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ.
the one who has ascended the Madurai Adinam Shyamala Peetam, the Peetam established by Devi Meenakshi, the incarnation of Shyamala Devi, which is the supreme place of Kailasa, where Paramashiva resides and rules the whole cosmos and Kailasa.
श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वर भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमार.
The one who is no different from Meenakshi Sundareshwara, the most perfect son of Paramashiva.
गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विशुद्ध सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राव.
The young boy who is the gem among the Gurus and the unequaled avatar, the one who received the enlightenment by drinking the breast milk of Devi Parvati, the author of the famous Dravida Vedam, which is the essence of all the Vedas and Agamas.
सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यापक वर्ग वर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलप केसरी.
The showerer of Videha Mukti and the immutable state of enlightenment immediately by Nirvana Diksha to all people. The one who creates his protecting leader, the roaring lion and the comforting young elephant for other religions.
शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु.
The Acharya who established the Saiva Siddhanta. The Raja Guru of the Pandya, who is the supreme king of all kings, the Guru who is also the Pandya king, the supreme king of all kings, the enlightening sun that removes the utter darkness of delusion, the one who installed the Rishabha, the flag, the creator and the reviver of Shaivism. Sarvagruda, Shri Jagat Guru, Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami, Vagisha Sundara, Manikya Vachaka Swaminam, Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami, Vagisha Sundara, Manikya Vachaka Swaminam, Avatara Bhuta, Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami, Punarudruta Kshamala Pita, Sarvagnya Pita, Trinavatyuttara Dvishatatama Guru Mahasannidhanam. The one who is the ruler of the Sarvagnya Pita, the seat of omniscience, the avatar of such above mentioned attributes, the Guru of the whole world, Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami, Appar Sundara and Manikya Vachakar Swami, the ruler of the kingdom of enlightenment, Shyamala Pita, Mahasamsthana, which was revived by Jnana Sambandha Swami, the one who has ascended the seat of omniscience.
अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who has ascended the seat of Arunachal Sarvagnya Pita in the lineage of Arunagiri Yogishwara.
कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who has ascended the seat of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvagnya Pita as the 233rd pontiff in the lineage of Kailasa.
नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासमस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ.
The creator of the Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita, which is eternally celebrating auspicious, festive and having the attracting energy of enriching.
साक्षात् परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनुष्य ग्वाली चंद्र भगीरथ श्री रामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य भूताभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि. साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर.
The 1008 Sri Mahamandaleshwara of Mahanirvani Pita, established by Bhagavan Paramashiva himself and revived by sage Kapila.
साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ नवचिन्ह पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर.
The 1008 Sri Atala Pita of Atala Pita.
धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान.
The 1008 Atala Pita of Atala Pita, which has an unbroken lineage of pontiffs starting from Bhagavan Mahaganapati, who was the leader of the Kanas and who was coronated by Bhagavan Paramashiva himself. The 23rd Guru Mahasannidhana of Dharma Mukti Swargapura Swarna Pita.
Kailasa Paramparagat Adipita Sarvajna Pita Jagat Guru.
The Jagat Guru of Adipita Sarvajna Pita in the lineage.
श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद जगत गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्द.
Who is in the state of Paramahamsa, the Acharya of all sannyasis and parivrajakas, the embodiment of the pure truth consciousness and bliss, the embodiment of the sacred syllable Om, the knower of the Vedas, the one established in super consciousness.
तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काम मोक्ष परपुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं मम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्त मंगलवाप्त्यर्थं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्तं च. श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवस्य श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतार भूत सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपस्य भगवतः श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य च ध्यान षोडशोपचार सर्वोपचार अर्चनाराधन पूजां प्रार्थनां करिष्ये. ओम आनंद गंध निलयाय नमः. ओम भवरोग भेषजाय नमः. ओम कल्पतरवे नमः. ओम
पशुपतये नमः. ओम पाशविमोचकाय नमः. ओम ईप्सित फलदायकाय नमः.
ओम भाग्यवृत्ति परिवर्तकाय नमः. ओम आदि व्याधि विनाशकाय नमः. ओम समस्त कल्याण गुणान्विताय नमः. ओम विरधिपुरीशाय नमः. ओम श्री कैलासपतये नमः. ओम शिवशक्तैक्य स्वरूपाय नमः. ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री परमशिव अवतार भूत सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिने नमः. ओम नित्यानंदम.
Now we have an announcement for all those who are watching us. Today, due to intense samadhi of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we will not be having the live Parashakti Akashic reading happening. The next live timings will be announced soon for you. And now we are going to directly enter into the power manifestation session after a short break.
Stay tuned, and now let us all get ready to imbibe, to enjoy the Kailash Courtyard session, to manifest the extraordinary powers with the feeling connection with Parashakti, manifesting through the Nija Avatara. With this, let us all offer our gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all get ready to receive the power manifestation. We will now be concluding with the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda